son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They should have cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stocked my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel, that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking those down, no bangles. Without a Kangol, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let you heard, we eating, talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad. Pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab. Pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the bag. Young Cruiser King, better add extra on the. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
My Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grr to the reality.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
When we spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game, they emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time you think about that on the offensive side of the ball, but in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And some room to work. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
17.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
They go play action here on first down. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Again, he'll drop to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brought to the ground by the linebacker, Foye Oluokun. 1st and goal looked like things were set up nicely, and now all of a sudden on 2nd and goal, Charles, a big challenge ahead of it.
And you have to know when you're this close to the goal line, things are going to happen faster, so you've got to get the ball out quick. Not going to have much time in the pocket before the defenders bring pressure.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about playbook.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Josh Allen in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. This will be, 38 yards out. Sanders' kick is good, and it's now 3-0 Texans. Well, they had the solid field position there to start the opening drive and didn't have to really move it too far to be in range and take the 3-0 lead.
And a lot of times I think that even I look at this a little bit negatively because of where they started with the field position. Hey, they still got 3 points. Got a little momentum going. Got things set up for the rest of the ball game. Take the 3, be happy, and move on.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Lawrence to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence, he'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. Finding room at midfield. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted in 9th gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour. Up to midfield. 30. 10. 5. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Texans.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is now 10-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. And some room to roam now. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Look at me. Go. Yep.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Let's go.
Now ETN to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. On first down, right back to ETN. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Lawrence. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. The Jaguars at 10-2 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. The 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way out on the other side of the field.
For a quick second there, I thought we were about to have a repeat performance of a kickoff return for a touchdown. This guy's on fire today.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
61, match box, light. Hey, Delta.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
Hey, box drop. Hey, exit.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Dancing to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Slot man moves right. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Thomas will come in motion right. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team today huge.
And the Jags get to him as day goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed it. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Jags are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
A shotgun snap, and again to Etienne.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Etienne once more. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Lawrence going to keep it. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Etienne is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Travis Etienne, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that will make this a 4-point game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute and go to the playmakers. Time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Number 38.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Let's go.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. Tyson Campbell up to make the stop. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here we go. Set.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And they'll get him down right about the 20. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down.
Swinging this out for Pollard. He's got the first down and more.
Touchdown, Texans! Tony Pollard, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Texans have yet again retaken the lead.
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
On the ready. X3. 2-3, stop it.
Going for it. Here's Etienne. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Lawrence on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Here we go. Set.
They'll try and run for it. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter's telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
Fields the squib kick right around the 30. Takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and they will take a 7-point lead. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, operating gun, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to have it here just past the 25. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
97.
Here's Pollard again. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 96 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Etienne up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Here's a give to Etienne. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Here we go. Drill 52.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He's got his man. It's Pierce. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2nd and 11. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
They'll look to throw again. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now a give here to Pollard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Pollard. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Ready.
Pollard is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Well, that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these 2 offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was a moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Lawrence. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Hey, exit.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Derek Stingley picks it.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
John Mechie.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fair catch. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now Lawrence to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Couple of nice plays for Jacksonville. Another 1st down there.
And the Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Again, it's Lawrence.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They go play action here on 1st down.
And this one too low. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Pollard going to try the right side. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Ready, ready. Ready.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Hey, Haywood.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! A big play there. 46 yards. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point try now for Succop. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Ready, play.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
Ready.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Wahoo!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And a throw right sideline is complete. And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. Lawrence going to throw again. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. And the slot man goes in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down you.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Texans are going to have it here just past the 25. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Now Pollard. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Houston, their very slim playoff hopes remain as they move to 6-7 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans.